Hey, well, welcome to the channel. It's Saturday. It's probably about 12 o'clock, and I'm back up here in the city, and I stopped at a temple, and it's right on the southeast side of the moat. And anytime you're up here and you have to go to the bathroom, find a temple. They've always got a bathroom, and they're generally pretty clean. Sometimes they're a squat toilet, sometimes they're not, but you know, you can always run in and use the bathroom here and wash up. But anyway, this is where we're at, and we're gonna walk out the front. And then I saw a cool little alley right across the street that I thought I'd check out. I've not been down there. It's a beautiful day. We had some great rain last night. The air's real nice and fresh. It's not real hot. Wow, there's an old bicycle. That's really old. But they're having some kind of celebration here, and I don't know exactly what it is. They've got the front of the temple all decorated with beautiful red flowers. But we're going to walk across the street and start the walk there. Really pretty. But anyway, we'll cross the street over here and get on the other side, on the outside of the moat, and walk that way. There's not a whole lot going on up here. I was reading on the internet yesterday, or last night, in Pattaya, they've had three gold chains snatched from the necks of foreigners over the last couple days, and they're trying to track it down, but I don't know how much good they are. But the first thing that they said in the article was that the tourist authority here recommends that you don't wear jewelry out walking around, and you know, that's kind of a gimme. But these guys were from India, and they were out walking around somewhere around Soi 6 in Pattaya about 2:30 in the morning, and they ran up on a group of, I guess it was lady boys, I'm not really sure, and they did the hug routine on them, and sure enough, they lost about 30,000 baht worth of gold. That's just being silly. Now, I think we're going to walk down this way, because I've not been down here, down this particular road. We can get across this traffic. There's a lot of traffic out today, and it's moving a lot slower because you have a whole lot more red trucks out than you had before. And generally, the red trucks will run the left-hand lane, and they'll drive real slow, trying to pick up customers, and it really slows traffic down. So it's hard to get around the city fast. But we're on foot, so it shouldn't be so bad. I can get around here without getting run over. Comes a lady on a bicycle. Nice smile on her face. But anyway, we're gonna walk down this way. One thing that has come to light over the last couple days is something that I was really shocked over, and I figured I'd share it with y'all. You know, generally speaking, when you come over here and you get married and you buy a house, and you know, say the marriage turns to shit after a few years, and you know, you end up getting a divorce, it's always been pretty much common knowledge that, you know, you split it 50-50. And most guys, I'll be honest with you, that I know, they don't even split it. They've just walked away from it. And you know, that's just, I guess it's just part of the process. But What I've learned, and I didn't know this, and I don't think a lot of people do, that there's a good possibility that the foreigner can keep the house in the divorce, even if the wife contests it. And elephant retirement park. Huh. I don't think they have any elephants in here, but looks like they take you on tours. Oh, like a neat little area back here. Looks like there's apartments right there. But it boils down to this, and then I'll give you a story about it. If you pay for that house with funds that were derived prior to the marriage, and you can prove that, you're going to get the house. Now, you can't keep it. You know, that they'll put it in your name for a while, and you've got so long to sell it. But this is something none of us really knew. But if you can document your funds coming from a source other than from inside the marriage, you've got a good chance of keeping that house. Now this place, I believe it is. Easy, boy. Hello. I thought they had moved, but they hadn't. Yeah, we've been that way before, but I don't know if we've been this way. We're gonna walk this way. But that's the scoop. And so, you know, if you meet somebody over here and decide to get married and buy the house, man, document the money. I mean, document it coming in, where it's coming in from, where you got it from. And there's a good chance, good possibility that if the marriage goes sideways real quick, you go to court, you're going to get your money. You're going to get the house, and then you've got to sell the house within a year. And the reason I know this, I don't know the person personally, but I read on Facebook about his endeavors, and he was kind of bragging about it, which he had every right to brag. I admire the guy for standing up and fighting. And he had got married, and during the marriage he bought a house. It was about 5 or 6 million baht, and it was a nice house. He had it up there. He was trying to sell it too at the same time. But him and his wife got a divorce, and she refused to split the house with him. She refused to move out. Basically, from best I can tell, she pretty much told him, you know, get the hell out, and I'm keeping the house, and you go on your merry way. Well, and I admire the guy for doing it, because most guys would have just taken their shit and walked away. I've seen that happen a lot of times up here. They just go. And but he didn't. He hired a lawyer and he fought it, and he won. And then she appealed it, and she lost he fought it again, and she lost the appeal. And the bottom line was, the final ruling was, she had to get her ass out. She had to sign the house over to him at the land office. She had to pay his attorney fees, and then pay him rent for the time that they were divorced and she lived in the house. And I read that and I said, my God, you know. And, you know, all this time, most of us guys think, you know, well, we'll get half and move on. But this guy fought it, and he got to keep the house, which was totally right. You know, it's just the way it should be. But, you know, we always were under the assumption that that wasn't the case. So, word to the wise, that even if you're not buying a house, there's a neat little laundry. Man, we'll walk down this way, see what's down here. I've not walked through here. If you bring money into the country, keep the documentation. I mean, show where it came from, how you brought it in, what you did with it. Because there may come a time, there may come a time you want to get that money back out of the country. And if you don't have that documentation, oh, beware of the dogs. I don't see them, I don't hear them. But if you don't have that documentation, you're going to have a problem getting your money back out of the country. And but if you keep the documentation, save it, put it away for a rainy day, you know, you never know when you're going to have to pick up and haul ass. And you know, leaving 2 or 3 million baht over here isn't the best option. Now, okay, that looks like just a apartment back there. We'll walk down there a little bit. I'm kind of interested in this house. Look at this field right here. This land's got to be worth a fortune. Man, there's a lot of old money up here in Chiang Mai. And then you got banana fields right here. That looks like there's an old shack back there too. Well, pretty cool. This is a neat house. And it's just tucked in this little soy here. Yeah, I never knew this stuff was back here. Well, that's about as far as I can walk this way. So yeah, you know, when you wire transfer money into the country, keep the documentation. Now, when I bought my first house, I brought in almost 2 million, and I didn't think anything about it. Hell, I just wanted the money so I could get the house, and I didn't keep it. And I have no idea. I mean, I could probably go back to the bank and dig it out if I had to, but you know, really wasn't anything on my mind at the time. And you know, most people, that's the situation. You know, they don't think that the motorcycle shop here. They don't think about that ever happening. And when shit goes south, you don't have your ducks in a row. You know, you've got problems. Ah, she's making something. Huh. Can I video that? Thank you. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you. Khop khun khop. Bunch of neat little places back in here. So, moral of the story is keep track of your money. And you know, when you fall into a marriage or meet somebody and consider getting married, you know, oh, there's the loudspeakers. I'll probably get copyright violation on that. Oh well. Wow, this is a neat little area. But you know, you don't think about getting a divorce. I don't think anybody ever does. You know, I never have. But hell, I've been through 2 of them, so there must be some merit to it. I have no idea where we're going to come out. Oh, yes, I do. Wow, that's a cool tattoo. This guy's just nodding out. You got their pots and pans right there. I love getting out and finding these little alleys, just walking around. Hey, buddy, you look chilled. You're not even paying any attention to me. Yeah, I think we come out here on Soi 3, and I will make a right. Whew, nice little shady spot right here. Yeah, I've walked through here before. And I've walked down there. I've not walked in there. That's a little bit too invading. But we'll walk back out here to the main road. Swadee Kap! I've got a real good picture of him sitting there. And there's two ladies up here and they're always playing cards. I'll be curious to see if they're out. I may be too far down. Nope, there they are. Hello! Not play cards today. Yeah, usually one's sitting there on the stool and the other one's playing cards. And I'll see if I can dig up the picture and put it in the video. And we come right out on this road. Crow Road Lane 3. Now the German buffet used to be down there, but he's closed up and moved down on Serape. But we're going to walk back down this way. It's starting to get hot now. Be nice if we got a little drizzle of rain and cool things off a little bit more. But it rained hard last night, probably from about 12 o'clock on till about 4 o'clock in the morning. When we got up this morning, the roads were still wet. But the main thing is, you know, getting back to the money situation, is keeping your documentation. You know, preserve it, put in a safety deposit box or whatever, because if you've paid for that house with funds that were received by you before you got married, then you're entitled to the entire house, not just part of it. And this guy, I mean, my hat goes off to him. He fought it and fought it and fought it, and I think it took him 6 years to finally finalize it, and he won, and he got the house back, and now he's trying to sell it. Now my wife keeps telling me, and I don't put a lot of weight on it because I really don't care, but she says that if she dies, that I will be able to keep the house because it's on less than an acre or less than a rye of land. She says she's read it. I've not seen it anywhere. And I really don't care. I think if anything ever happened to her, I'd sell the house real quick anyway. And get the money and then move into a rental house or something. Hello, how are you? Good, you have massage here. Too hot for massage today. I'm okay, thank you. But that's what I'd do. I'd just rent a house. Because hell, I'm not gonna, you know, why die with a house? Hell, I'd rather die with an empty bank account. Another massage parlor. Swadee Kap. Chomp Pour Massage. Oh. It's all a bunch of massage places and they're all open. Get your hardware store. Now we came by here the other night and this place was packed. Now I think I'm going to take a right here rather than go all the way up to there. I'll keep going this way. There's probably a lot more to see on this road than there is to see down there. Here's your wood. They say wood prices in the States have just gone sky high. I don't know what they've done here. I think a lot of the things have gone up. We're seeing inflation here fairly well too. They just lifted the cap on diesel. They had it capped for quite a long time. They've lifted the cap on it, and the price is just sky high. And that looks like an alley for another day. We suspect that everything's just gonna skyrocket. And you know, it doesn't affect us that much. You know, I mean, I've got a very good buffer built in, you know, for inflation. But you think about these people that are getting by on, you know, 350, 400 baht a day. You know, 5 baht makes a difference to them. You know, to me, I don't bat an eye at it. You know, if I go to get my noodles or something like that and it's 5 baht higher the next day, I don't really complain about it. Hello. Swadee Kap. Ooh, fixing the brakes. Wow. But, you know, some of these other people that, you know, they're living on a little bit of money, that means a lot to them. I also read too, I know in one of the videos when I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the double pricing. You know, I talked about the 300 baht entry fee. Well, the Prime Minister has decided to table that. And I guess they figured out at a time that they're trying to attract tourists, you know, kind of give them a little bit of a break. I mean, 300 baht's not that much. I mean, it doesn't, you know, it's not, I think $9 or something like that. But, you know, you do that so many times and, you know, it turns into a different figure. This is a really pretty temple if you ever get over here to check it out. I've got a video in here somewhere of this temple. Another massage place. We'll get over here, cross to the other side, and then head back to the car. That water looks so good, but I wouldn't get in it for shit. It's another hotel out of business. Katam Corner. Trap and catch animals. I wouldn't eat anything that came out of there. A nice breeze with those cars going by. Well, folks, I'm going to head back to the car and get in the air conditioning, and then probably go hunt something to eat, and go back and relax in the air conditioning today. It's starting to get a little bit warm. When I came through uptown, the AQI was about 25, and that little face was just grinning from ear to ear. So hopefully we'll have some clean air for a while. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this this little walk, and I'll see you on the next one. We'll figure out what I'm going to come up with.